I think it's been a while ago since I made my last Q&A. So today I'm going to make a new Q&A video. So I think it's time to make a new one. This week I asked on my Instagram page for questions. So today I'm going to answer them. So yeah, let's get started. What hair dye do you use? Well, for my blue hair dye I now use Directions Midnight Blue, as you can see. Yeah, that's always what I use for my blue hair. And for my black hair I use this one. And this one is from Color Me Professionals, as you can see. Does your horse feel comfortable with the other horses around? Well, he's still finding his place, I think, but he feels a lot better now. First he was very afraid, but now he feels a lot better. But I also think he's a little shy for other horses, because every time when we walk past other horse, then he's standing still and he don't want further. So I think he's a little bit shy. But he also made a friend. He's very good friends with another horse named Diesel. So I think he's doing well. When you mismatch your shoes, do people notice or say anything to you? Well, yeah, I have a black shoe and a white shoe, and I always combine those two with each other. But I get a lot of comments if I do that, even by the dentist. I've heard like, do we have another pair too? So yeah, a lot of people when they see I wear two different shoes, they always ask like if I do have another pair at home too. So yeah, I always get comments on it. Yeah, and even got a question from my aunt. There was a girl sleeping by my aunt in her home, but she saw me wearing two different shoes, and she was very wondered why. So I had to explain to my aunt why I always wear two different shoes. How long do you think you do survive in a zombie apocalypse? Well, I actually think it's based on if I want to live further or not. I think when my family, my brother, my sister, my mother and my dad are just healthy and okay, I think I can survive for a very long time. I'm also very smart, so I can make good plans to survive and to make to make shelters and stuff like that. I think I can survive for a very long time. Maybe but when my parents are dead or are turned into zombies themselves, then I'm not motivated to survive for very long, so I think I will give up or something. So it's based on if my family is still okay, then I can survive for very long, I think. Has your social anxiety changed, gotten better since you were young? Tips? Yeah, my social anxiety really improved since I was young. When I was in my deepest, I couldn't even speak at street, and I couldn't even make videos, because when my mom filmed me I couldn't speak on videos, and now I'm making YouTube videos, so I've improved really much. And if you want some tips, I think you have to conquer new challenges. And yeah, I think when you have social anxiety, you really want to stay home and do nothing, but I think when you stay home there's no challenge and something to push yourself further. So I think you constantly have to challenge yourself, even how scared it is, it doesn't matter, but you have to challenge yourself and become over your anxiety. But yeah, maybe it's in little steps. I did too. Yeah, but because I've suffered from selective mutism, but I started fighting when I was 12 and I'm 22 years old now and I'm still fighting. So it goes really slowly, but you can get over it when you constantly challenge yourself. As a person suffering anorexia, how does it feel to see people that eat excessively, sorry, I'm not English, another eating disorder? Well, to be fair, when I saw people eating very much and yeah, but when they couldn't control themselves, I feel very mighty and I feel very proud of myself. But yeah, so I feel higher than them and I feel better than them, to be fair. But it also was one of my biggest fears. So every time when I heard something couldn't control him or herself to eat, then I was so scared I would end up like that too. I was scared every day I will become a person like that too. And maybe it sounds very hard for some people, but it's the truth how I saw that. And yeah, sometimes I even did watch videos from people that couldn't stop eating to feel myself very proud of myself. Yeah, so that's the truth actually. But it was also my biggest fear and I was very afraid every day to end up like that. Where are you from? You sound Nordic. Well, it's very close. I'm from the Netherlands, but that's very close to Denmark and Norway, I think, so it's close. What type of movie genres do you enjoy? Well, most emos like horror and thriller and stuff like that, but I'm not like that because, yeah, I couldn't stand that. I'm too afraid for that. But I really like movies with people that have power, like superhero movies like Marvel. Yeah, I like superhero movies. Yeah, and I like fantasy, like fairy tale, like dragons and yeah, princesses and stuff like that, fairies. I really like fantasy and yeah, I think that's the genre I do like. So superheroes and fantasy movies. What's your favorite artist? Well, that's not very difficult to answer. Black Veil Brides is my favorite artist. I'm a real and big Black Veil Bride fan. Sometimes I do also like other bands for a couple of days, but it always ends up like Black Veil Bride starts to be my biggest favorite band again, and no other band is better than Black Veil Brides, and yeah, no other bands can come up to that to me, so Black Veil Brides is my favorite band. Do you like video games? Well, I actually don't play it myself a lot. It's very rare when I'm playing video games, but the fun thing is I actually do like video games. Yeah, Markiplier is actually one of my favorite YouTubers, and yeah, I like to watch other people playing, because video games are also sometimes like movies, and yeah, I like to watch it. I mostly like horror video games, and that's why Markiplier is actually one of my favorite YouTubers. So yeah, actually I like video games, I think. But yeah, I'm too lazy to play it myself. Well, I think I've answered 10 questions now, and I think that's enough for today. So now I'm going to stop. I hope you like it and I hope you enjoyed my video. So, bye!